How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Happy New Year 2026. This is my first video on this channel this year. Laquan the Evolver. Alright. I couldn't find my microphone, but thank you guys for 277 subscribers. I just got back from court. This is what I wore to court. I'm not really a dressy up type of guy, but you know, it's what I wore to court. And yeah, I'm not gonna go over my conviction. I'm gonna go over why you should not rack up charges and do reckless things in your vehicle, pretty much. But as I'm going over pretty much how much my charges are, you can kind of guess what they are. I hope I'm making sense. Man. Alright, so my first charge, I plead no contest. Alright, so they either have guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Alright, so it's $194 for my first charge. I also can complete a driver safety course. Alright. For my second charge, it's $144. Alright. This one does not require a driver safety course. For my third charge, it's $76. And with all three of them, it requires me to not be subsequently convicted of an offense committed after the date of this order, to wit, any moving traffic violation during the above stated deferral period, regardless of final conviction date. Any non-moving traffic violation or non-traffic fine, only misdemeanor of the same nature as the deferred offense during the above stated deferral period, regardless of final conviction date. Any offense, the laws of the state, the United States, or any political subdivision of the state. Pretty much what they're saying is I can't get any violations during this period of time, from when I got convicted to the end of the conviction or whatever. I don't know. I have to go like 90 days without getting pulled over. I have to go like 90 days driving correctly. I have to go 90 days doing the right thing. It's almost like a probational period. And let me go ahead and add all this up, I guess. And this is going to be probably titled "Why You Should Not Speed," how it can be a disadvantage to you later on in life. Go ahead and find my calculator real quick. It was 194 plus 144 plus 76. $414 plus a driver safety course. And that's just really like, if that's not enough to scare you, I guess you need like a higher number or something. But I can pay it, but to me, I could have put that $414 towards something else, you know? And it's just inconvenient, like having to stop your day to show up to court, having to submit payment, having to submit completion, having to hire an attorney, having them show up for you. It's really just an inconvenience. I just don't feel as if I should have to take time out of my day to do this types of stuff. And I just don't want it to be on my record because the jobs that I want to work require me to drive people's vehicles, or to drive my own vehicle, or to drive a company vehicle. So all these charges, I need all of this off my record. That's what I told them. And honestly, they don't care, because it's not their life, it's not their job, it's not their driver's license, and it's not their problem. They're just doing their job. Like, the police officer that pulled you over doesn't care. The lady at the front desk of the courthouse doesn't care. The judge don't care. They're just doing what they're supposed to be doing. Really, at the end of the day, is you have to look at you as a person and see what you did wrong. And honestly, if what you did is not wrong, that's why you need to challenge it in court. But it's just very depressing having to deal with any court system. It feels like they're all against you. It doesn't even feel like the people that you hire to work with you are working with you. It feels as if they're just working with you because you paid them. Like, I really don't feel the genuine connection. But what I've learned though, having a fast car at a young age is not good. I feel as if you should wait until you get older to get a fast car, because it comes with a lot of responsibility. And that's coming from a young person. I'm not even that old. So, not even a fast car, a car that's capable of doing 120 miles per hour, you can get a lot of different convictions and you can get thrown in jail. You can actually mess your life up pretty bad by just having a car that can go from 0 to 120. Because you have 10% above the posted speed limit, you got 20% above the posted speed limit, you got 30% above the posted speed limit. It gets bad, you know. And if you don't show up, they just charge you even more for not showing up. It's called failure to appear. So it's like, if you're 20, 21, 22, somewhere around that age, and you get a nice fast car, and you get pulled over, and you get charged, and you don't show up, it's going to be another charge. So just show up. And you're just going to have to learn from that. You're going to have to pay it off, do a course, or whatever it is that you feel like doing to get that ticket removed off your record or taken care of. Because if you don't, they will put a warrant out for your arrest. And it's such a headache, bro. That green Mustang that I have, that green car, I'm probably going to put a picture up of it right here somewhere. I'm going to put a picture up of the car. I love the car, you know. It's not a Cobra. It's not a GT. It's a V6. But it's fast enough to get me a ticket. I know a lot of people throw a lot of hate on that car, but it's fast enough to get me a ticket. I had another car. I'm going to throw another picture up. I had a Nissan Sentra. I love that car. I put the nice shiny caps on it. It was new. It had new car smell. It was a little 4-cylinder with a little CVT. I was driving pretty fast in that car too. And if you know how to drive a car properly and take off traction control and do what you gotta do, it can get you into a lot of trouble. I'm not saying you have to have a Hellcat or a Trackhawk or a Lamborghini to get a speeding ticket. You can have just a regular car and get a speeding ticket in the United States. And I'm just here telling you guys it's not worth it down the road, but when you're in the moment and you're racing down the street or you're doing something crazy, it's cool in the moment, but later on it's not that cool, bro. It's really not. And I know it's only $414 and a couple courses, and I gotta show up to court, but it's just the years of having to do this. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. Like, I am so tired of having to show up to court for traffic violations. You know what I mean? I'm so tired of having to hire an attorney. You know, I'm so tired of having to talk to a judge. I'm so tired of having to go to the front desk. Like, can I just live my life? But there are consequences from not driving how you're supposed to drive. And that's just how it is. Because it'd be different if you created a city or a state. But come on now. Like, it's their state, it's their city. you have to abide by the rules and the laws. So like, if you don't abide by it, they're gonna charge you, you know. So whatever. I didn't really want this to be my first video of the year, but like, this is the reality of what's going on in my life. I have to go to court and I have to pay fines and I have to do courses, and I'm just trying to spread the word to people, so people can hear what I'm going through, and to maybe help you guys not go through the same thing that I'm going through. And yeah, I wanted to shout out one person. Hold on, let me find it. This was 3 weeks ago on my last video. Facts, bro. I'm glad I started to slow down. These people speeding in traffic look so goofy to me now because of how dangerous and not worth it really is. My first car was a 2005 RS6, and I sped all the time until my car got totaled by a red light runner. Honestly, I'm glad it got totaled that way and not because of me driving reckless. I could have changed my life for the worse if I kept driving like that. I'm blessed I never even got pulled over for speeding. Now I have a 97 Mustang just like yours as my second car, so I really appreciate your videos on it. I told him, yes, I'm glad you're able to see the positive side of an unfortunate event that happened to you and how it woke you up and exposed you to the dangers of high speed. I also appreciate you watching my videos, liking my videos, and commenting on my videos. I'm able to connect with people, more specifically you. Thank you for your support. Man, keep doing good. And their name is Shriek6499. My bad if I messed that up, but nah, you doing good, man. That's the right attitude to have, because like Buddy said, his car got totaled by a red light runner. So that means somebody hit him and totaled his car, and he'd rather it be that way than for him to have hit someone else and totaled someone else's car. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, if I can reach one person, I know I can reach two people. If I can reach two people, I can reach four people. Somebody's gonna get it, you know? And it's just like, I know like people like to drive fast and whatnot, but like, you gotta think about like living. Like, life is worth living. Oh, like, you wanna speed in your car and crash and die? Just don't put other people in harm. Do that on a speedway or a racetrack, you know? And it took me getting tickets for multiple years for me to have to learn a valuable lesson to stop speeding, you know? But now, as far as all the other stuff on the channel, like me going to the car shows, me doing the DIYs and fixing the cars, I'm gonna keep doing all that stuff. But just know, if I'm not posting, it's because I'm dealing with this or I'm having to work. I don't have time to manage this channel time, especially with the views. I've noticed the views have started to decrease on this channel, so I put more time into the other two channels that I have. I put more time into, I have an idea and I'm pursuing that idea, and it requires me to put time into it. So I have work, I have an idea I came up with, I have another page, I'm putting time into a lot of other stuff than just this main page, because this main page is kind of already built up to where I want it to be. I'm trying to create other platforms, and I already have this platform. I just want this to stay here for a minute. I'm going to come back to it. I got to put more time into everything else around it. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to come on here, 2026, my first video, to let you guys see like what's going on. And we might not even be in this house too much longer either. I don't own this house. This house is being rented. So we're actually already in the process of packing up. We might not stay at this home because they keep increasing the rent. So might be in a different home here pretty soon, but not trying to get too much into my personal life. But thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Thank you guys for being with me this far. And you guys have an amazing day. All right.